Hi everyone, I'm Mary Busey, and I'm going to be leading our exploration of information literacy this term. I'm pleased to see some familiar names in the class. What I wanted to do to introduce myself was share a little experience I had with digital piracy. I was teaching information design a couple of years ago, and a student of mine submitted a project that had this picture in it. And my immediate thought was, oh my goodness, my son took that picture. I looked and I couldn't see any citation anywhere, but I turned around, looked on the wall in my office, and here's the picture that my son had taken that was hanging right on my wall. Not identical, but very, very similar. So I started doing some exploration. First off, I compared the two pictures and I could see that the color isn't really quite the same. So I went on into Photoshop and I opened my son's picture there, and I thought, well, I wonder if I can adjust the colors to match. So I started playing with the colors, and you can see I can make some changes here in them. So I played around with it a little bit and I came up with this. Now that's not exactly like the original, but if you can see, we can make some changes, and it easily could have happened that somebody had changed my son's picture to match. So the next thing I did was to try to figure out where they'd gotten the image. So I went into a little program called TinEye, which is a reverse image search, and I uploaded the picture that I had saved from my student's project and discovered that this picture is sitting in 22 different places online. I put my son's picture in, and it's only located in 2 places online. So these are 2 stock photo places where I'm assuming that he has placed the image, but this image is all over the place in a different format. Now, I knew that my son had taken multiple images, and so it was quite possible that he had another picture that was slightly different from this one. So I went back into Photoshop to see if I could figure anything else out. And what I did was I took my son's image and I pasted it on top of the original image, and by making it transparent I could adjust it so that I could get them lined up just right. And as I look at it now, I can see that they're almost identical. If you look at the trees, you can see there's just a little bit difference in what's showing in terms of the trees. They're in a slightly different location. Now this could have been because my son took multiple images from different locations, or it could just be that somebody else stood in the same spot and took the picture the day after he was there, because the foliage is pretty much the same. The lighting is pretty much the same. I mean, it's pretty incredible how close they are. My son and I searched through all of his files, and we never could find an image that he took that was a horizontal image. And so basically what it came down to is a decision that probably this is just a coincidence. But it really did remind me how vulnerable our materials are online, and that we can't ever be sure that things that we post online as our own will remain our own once they're there.